Tūtū mai rā te maunga tapu o tai ao. He kūaha wairua o whangapē, ngā waka nunui o Māmari, o Tinana, o ngā toki matawhāroa, ngā kaikawe i oku iwi. Ko te raroa rawa, ko te aupauri ngā iwi, ngā kōiwi e tū ai au. He uri no te uri o tai ahau, ko tai o te marae e u ai mātou. Ko kahi rawa, ko mā tātua ngā whare tūpuna e pupuri ana i o kōrero. Ko lose toku ingoa, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora. My name is Lose, and it's a privilege to stand here today at this year's rugby lunch. Unlike Nick, this is my first time giving a speech, so please bear with me. Standing here today feels surreal. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge everyone who has made today possible. The organisers, the sponsors, the supporters, the students, and of course the Keystone Trust whānau. Your support doesn't just help us study, it changes the direction of our lives, and I'm grateful to speak on behalf of the many students whose lives have been shaped by this scholarship. My journey starts with my whakapapa and where I come from. I carry Paorenga with me, the whenua, the people, the memories. Some of my earliest childhood moments are from up north, running around with my cousins until the sun went down, swimming in the awa, and feeling grounded in a place where everyone knew your name and your family. Raised by my mother, I grew up with a lot of responsibility. She worked for Air New Zealand and often worked late shifts, sometimes not finishing until the evening. I spent many afternoons in after-school care, waiting until 6 p.m. for her to pick me up. Even as a kid, I understood what sacrifice looked like. It was always just us three, me, my mum, and my sister. And watching her work so hard made me want to step up. That's where my sense of responsibility came from. As the older sister, I would do anything for my family. I played a lot of sports growing up, but netball was my main passion. I played in tournaments in Australia, and for a long time, I thought that was going to be my future. But high school brought challenges, new coaches, moving to Huntly, adjusting to a new environment. My path shifted, and I realized I needed something more stable, something that sparked my curiosity. During high school, especially from 2019 to 2022, I was living in Huntly from year 10 onwards. I stayed with my family throughout my studies, balancing school, home life, and everything in between. That's when I found a passion for physics and mechanics. I love understanding how things worked, why structures stand, how forces move, how the world fits together. It wasn't just about the salary. It was about the satisfaction of solving problems and seeing how things are built. That curiosity eventually led me to engineering and construction, and I decided to dedicate everything to that path. When I applied for the Keystone Scholarship, I went against 28 other students, and I still remember the interview like it was yesterday. I opened up about my family, my upbringing, and how much I wanted to support them. I got emotional, like I may have cried a little bit, and walked out thinking the interview was a mess. When I got the call saying that I'd received the scholarship, I was backstage at a haka performance theatre performance. That moment changed everything. Later at the study awards, I gave a speech and met my best friend Leighton, who has become one of the many relationships that Keystone has given me. The first couple of years at uni were rough. I started my journey with Keystone, but it was also one of the toughest years of my life. I had troubles with my father and ended up moving back to Huntly and stayed with my nana for the rest of the year. I finished my first year, but I failed engineering. The people I surrounded myself with and the environment I was in had a huge impact on my studies. It was a low point, mentally, emotionally, and academically. Then 2024 came, and things got even harder. My Nana passed away, and that loss hit me deeply. She was one of the people who took care of me, and losing her made everything feel heavier. I went back to Huntley again, and I didn't feel the need to take on opportunities or stay engaged with Keystone. I was just trying to get through every day. At the end of 2024, I got a call from Amanda, and she asked me why I was so disengaged and why I wasn't keeping in contact with Keystone. At that moment, I couldn't give her a full answer because so many things were happening. Talking to her and realizing someone had noticed my absence made me stop and think. After that conversation, I knew I needed to try harder, not for my family, or not just for my family, but for myself and my future. I knew that if I kept going down that path, I would have drifted further away from the future that I wanted. And honestly, I didn't want to end up stuck in a customer service job, because pretending to be nice to people all day is not my calling. So I started to discipline myself. And 2025 became my turning point. I slowly started engaging more with Keystone again, now studying a bachelor's in construction management. I went on site visits, focused on working to support my family, and learned how to balance work and study. I matured a lot that year. I found stability, direction, and the confidence again. Amanda also introduced me to my mentor, Nina, who is here today. She has encouraged me with her experiences. We found so many similarities in our journeys, and she showed me that setbacks don't define you. How you respond to them do. This year, 2026, I had the opportunity to intern with the Building Intelligence Group. T-Big. Oh, yeah. That experience opened my eyes to what the construction industry really looks like. I learned how projects come together, how teams communicate, and how much detail goes into planning and delivery. There were moments on site where everything clicked, where I could see the connection between what I was learning in class and what was happening in front of me. It reassured me that I'm on the right path, and it made me excited for the future. Now, I must admit, I wasn't the most enthusiastic intern. And because this was a major change, I felt that I needed to do everything right. However, I was lucky enough to have an amazing team like T-Big, and I really want to take the time to thank my line manager, Jamie Summers. There you go.
Jamie.
Yeah. Give us a shout. Yeah. Who reassured me that the experience I gained from T-Big was the most important attribute. And to my project manager, Millie, where you at? There you are. And to my buddy, Tristan, thank you both for taking care of me and answering all my questions. Looking ahead, I want to continue growing in the construction industry, but more specifically, I'm starting to see a future for myself in health and safety. It's a pathway my mentor, Nina, has opened my eyes to. The way she talks about protecting people, creating safer environments, and making sure everyone goes home at the end of the day really resonates with me. I'm someone who naturally looks out for others, and health and safety feels like a space where I can use that strength. I'm hoping that today at this event, I can connect with people who have experience in this area, whether it's advice, stories, or pathways I should think about. I'm excited to learn more, to grow my confidence, and to explore where this direction could take me. And as I continue to build my career, I hope to one day give back to the next generation of students coming through just like others have done for me. Everybody here. Keystone has done more for me than I can put into words. It's not just the financial support, it's the connections, the friendships, the opportunities, and the people behind the trust who genuinely care. Their belief in me has helped me believe in myself. They've supported me through the hardest parts of my journey and celebrated the wins just as much. Keystone has become like a second family. To the students here today, keep going, back yourself. Our journeys all look different, but we're walking similar paths. Some days will be tough, but remember why you started. Remember who you're doing it for, and take off every opportunity that comes your way. And please, take my advice when I say, trust in Keystone, because that's why it's in the name. To Keystone, and to everyone who supports this trust, thank you. You've changed lives, you've changed mine. I carry your support with pride. And one day I hope to give back and be for someone else what you've been for me. Thank you.